Finite and non-finite verbs. Finite verbs. When the verb in a sentence indicates the tense and changes according to the subject, we call it a finite verb. See these examples. In present tense, the sentence is she serves meal to the assembled guests. She, subject, third person singular. Hence, the verb takes S. Past tense. She served a meal to the assembled guests. Again, she is the subject. Served change according to the tense. Present continuous. She is serving meal to the assembled guests. The verb changed according to the tense. Is serving and she is singular, hence is this verb is used. Present perfect. She has served a meal to the assembled guests. So, you can see here that verb changes according to the subject and tense. Hence, it is a finite verb. Non-finite verbs. These verbs are of three kinds: infinitives, participles, and gerunds. Infinitives. Infinitives are of two kinds. Bare infinitives means the infinitives without to, and two infinitives which are used with to. Bare infinitives are placed after modals such as will, shall, can, could, may, might, must, needn't. For example, you must do your homework. Two infinitives, we agreed to help them. Participles. Participle is a verb that is used as an adjective. Most often the participle ends in ing, ed or en. It expresses an action or a state of being. However, since they function as adjectives, participles modify nouns or pronouns. They can occur before or after a noun or at the beginning of a phrase. The smiling baby caught my finger. Here, smiling baby, smiling is a participle used before the noun baby. So, it is an adjective. No one likes to eat burnt chapati. Burnt is again an adjective for chapati. Gerunds. A gerund is a verb that ends in ing and functions as a noun. For example, sightseeing in India is extremely enjoyable. Sightseeing functions as a noun. Driving through crowded areas is not easy. Littering in open areas is harmful for us all.